Welcome back. So in this section, we will be looking at the profiling. So we did the authentication. We know how we are doing the authentication, but when we look at the endpoint, we don't know which type of endpoint it is or what it is. Right. So the what is the profiling? So Cisco ICE profiling service provide dynamic detection and classification of endpoints connected to the network. It uses the various probes in order to collect the data such as the MAC address as a unique identifier and like different attributes in order to detect what type of device it is. And if the collection of the attributes if matches certain group of conditions, then it will match that profile to that endpoint to that particular profile. Now coming with the ICE, it includes a wide range of device types, including the mobile clients, iPads, Android, tablets, Chromebook, and so on. Desktop operating systems such as Windows 10, Windows operating system, Mac OS, or Linux. I think these are the only three. And numerous non-user systems such as printers, phone, and cameras. So again, if you connect the printer and if you do the MAV authentication, you can do the profiling for that printer, saying that which is of the HP printer or the um, what do we say? Canon printer, what type of printer is you can match those printers to the profiles. So in this way, you will have a visibility saying that, okay, these are the endpoints and these are what are the endpoints, which brand those are, which type of endpoints are those. You can get the details over here. Now, the probes which the ICE does is like it uses the radius. So once since we are doing the radius authentication, it utilizes that one, and we are sending some attributes. If you remember in the command, we have given some kind of a command saying that to send those attributes to the ICE. So using that radius, SNMP, DHCP, Nmap, and the DNS queries or HTTP. So these are the different probes which ICE perform in order to do the profiling. So let's go ahead and do that one now. So what I will do on the ICE, I will go back to the policy, and within that policy, I do have the profiling. So currently what I will go back to the work centers. In the network access, I will go to identity. And here currently you see that the profiling is unknown. So what I will do, I will go back to the policy. Now I'll go back to the profiling. And if I go to the profiling policies, so by default, this has been created for you, the policies, so don't need to do anything. Logical profiles, and these are for the cameras, IP phones, or mobile devices. So what we are looking is for the Microsoft, that is Windows, VMware. So I will scroll down to Microsoft. You see that I do have a Microsoft. So this is a category. So within that category, again, I have the multiple devices over here. So within that category, again, I do have the Microsoft device as a tablet and all those things, Windows Phone, Microsoft Windows Phone. Okay, so again, within that, I do have that one. But specifically, I'm looking for the VMware, where that's where I do have the VMware device. You see that VMware. So what I can do is that policy is already been enabled. Create an identity group for the policy. Click on yes. So whenever the policy matches, so I want that device to be said as this is a VMware device or what type of device it is. So click on save. And I will also enable, if I go to workstation over here, because since we are using the virtual devices, which is VMware Windows 10. And within the workstation, you see that I do have a Microsoft workstation, and within that you do have different profile. So currently I'm looking for the Windows 10 one. So I will say match the profile and click on save. So these are the different attributes for Windows 10. It will try to look and it will assign the points, and using those points, it will do the profiling and click on save. So I just enable the VMware as well as the workstation Windows 10. So these two profiles have been enabled. So let's go back to the work centers identities. So now the ICE will take some time, and in order to, after taking some time, it will make sure that it removes that unknown. And if I come back to the policies, Right, so I can go back to the operations and I will go back to the live log. So this is where also I can see that what type of device profiling it is, identity group and all those things. So currently what I will do, I will try to re-authenticate this device. So I will go to the switch, and if I say that do clear authentication sessions has been cleared. So I will right click and enable. And again, the authentication should be successful. So if I come back to the eyes, so authentication was successful. So you see that still it says that endpoint profile is the unknown, but it should take some time. And after some time, it should show you up over here as a VMware Windows 10 VMware device. So but if you want to assign it statically, you can go back to work centers, go back to the identities. Since you already have that details, click on that one. So now I can edit that one, and I can say that static assignment that should be workstation, Microsoft Workstation, and the group should be Workstation, Windows 10 Workstation. Click on save. So currently I'm assigning statically. You see that? So that means if I go back to the operation live log, that should also update in the live logs also, because we updated that one, hopefully. So it doesn't show still yet. So it should also update over here saying that it is a Microsoft Workstation Windows 10. All right, so that was with the profiling. But again, if you want to go ahead with the different devices, you just go to that particular option that is in the policies profiling, and you will just say to that profiling policy saying that if the attributes are matching, enable that profile. Just to say that, okay, that's enable that profile. Simple as that. So on the left hand side, if there is a so if there is an HP device, so click on that one. If the HP device is being matched, so just enable that one. Create a matching identity group and click on save. So you do it for each and everything, each and every device that is for the different brands of devices using the printers or whatever it might be. So that's how you enable the things. And after that, you should see that in your logs and everywhere, it should assign that particular uh, profiling to that endpoint. So I hope this was informative for you, and thank you.